see the screen at all.
I don't see anything either. We're on a good... Yeah.
My God.
Welcome to the live stream that nobody's here for.
Thank goodness, because
We
that was...
are awesome.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. Hey, welcome back.
Moving on. So we know nobody's here, so we're talking to the audience that will be here in the future.
Hey, audio people.
Hey,
This should go into audio, so you folks are here.
Yeah.
Which we need to look into
people.
our analytics from the audio here in a bit.
Yeah.
How have you been doing in this cold, icy, snowy weather we've been having?
Today was the first day that I drove anywhere.
Me too.
I got to
Samesies.
go to Suns basketball game. That surprisingly they didn't cancel, but the roads were actually pretty good, so gonna complain too much about it. So for the 10% of you out there listening on the podcast that are in Oklahoma, you know, we just had Snowmageddon.
Well, I think all of the Midwest was just blitzed with all this the last few days. So I don't think Oklahoma's the only one. I think I heard
6% of people in Missouri. That might be some of them. Might have got some of it. Ohio, maybe.
I think this cold front hit Oklahoma so hard that Florida dropped into like the 50s. Lucky. So, with all this time off you've been having, what all you've been doing?
Not a lot, actually. Not a lot.
Well, that's good.
I've dabbled in some Tetris and some Pokemon Unite. That's about it.
I played a little bit more Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
I've been playing. I re-downloaded.
Getting into it. So I've noticed some people have been getting into it.
I've been playing as much. I haven't been playing it as much as I want to. I don't know. It's so different of a game that it's hard for me to really get into this one. I'm really kind of got to force myself to play it a little bit. Because I ended up re-downloading an old game I had. I ended up downloading on my computer called Snow Runner. It's a off-roading style driving game. I've been just playing the crap out of that one.
It's getting ready for when you have to get back out in the real world.
Yeah, it's something else. My camera was partly blocked.
Oh no.
Yeah,
But yeah, so I haven't done a whole lot. I've been kind of lazy. Have you
been paying attention to any fantasy sports?
I know that I'm winning in basketball, and I have a smidge lead in hockey. But other than that, I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Hockey's in their All-Star break.
Is that what currently? It is? I noticed there's like a week where there won't be any games. I haven't checked. Is this one of those breaks where we'll be in? We'll have 2 weeks. We'll be 1 week.
No, because I saw. So yesterday and today there were no games, and tomorrow there's no games. But I think they come back Monday. I want to say it was like they're doing like an abbreviated.
Yeah. So is this week over then? Like what the score is right now is what it will be?
I believe so. I think the 7th is the start of the next week. Oh no, I was wrong. It is a extended week.
Okay.
The week we're playing now goes all the way to the 13th.
Okay.
Which is basketball almost over?
I don't think so.
Because we don't have many weeks left. Did they just not do an All-Star break for basketball?
I don't know if they've had their game yet. I don't think they've had their game.
Because I was looking at the schedule. We're in week 16 of 20.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. After this week, we only have 4 more weeks in the regular season. I don't want playoffs to start. The only thing that would help me is if I can, I'm going to lose to one or the other. I need you to lose another game.
Yeah. I probably will. I don't know who I play in the future, but I'm sure I will.
Well, I think I still get David. I get David next week. And he's the one that I have to open the playoffs against. If it stays the way it is, I go in as the 4. And then you play.
If I had to choose, that's who I would want to go against. Out of the twins, I'd want to go against David.
I don't want to go against either one of them. I've lost both of them.
Mark's the reigning champ. He's got a good team this season.
But he's already lost one. He lost to David big time in their matchup a couple weeks ago.
Did he?
David's 14-1. Mark's 13-2. Then me and you were the next closest at 10-5.
Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but it'll be interesting.
Hey, you want to stay with them spurts and ask you what you think about
the fact that the United States doesn't even have a medal yet, and we are a day and a half into the Olympics? I'm stunned. I don't blame you.
That's not what I was going to talk about.
Oh, my bad. What were you going to say?
What do you think about them Commanders?
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you if you were going to start not wearing underwear for the rest of the year.
I mean, now that I'm part of the Washington Commandos,
yeah,
there is so many bad jokes going on right now. I mean, so many bad jokes. And it some of them are funny, some of them are just like, yep, we knew that was coming.
It's fine. I mean, you can't, it's fine.
We're now going to be referred to as the Washington Commies.
Oh, no.
I mean...
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
I guess I could wear it.
Continue to lose.
I guess I need to get a Goku shirt with the Washington emblem so I could be the Washington Kamehamehas.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, I just thought of that, actually. I'm going to have to throw that one
Here we go. Somebody take our ideas, please. That's a good one. Travis,
I just thought of that one.
One customer. Oh, no. People are looking at my screen today because I'm streaming. One customer.
You're still there for me. But, yeah, I love did you see the jerseys at all?
No, I've seen their emblem, but I haven't seen the jerseys yet.
I changed the circle, the one with the 1932. I changed that. All my social media stuff's that now on mine. But if you look, it's funny. I didn't notice it until somebody commented on it. Underneath, it has, I think, 5 years underneath. And those are our championship dates, but they're all a year off.
No, what?
Because we won the Super Bowl was in those years, but we won a championship in 82 and 91. I can't remember the actual dates because my brain just. But they
only have Super Bowls in there, and not
those are the
NFC championships.
No, they're all Super Bowl. They're all our championships. But for some reason, they put them a year because I guess, you know how we're playing a Super Bowl next week, but this is still the 2021 season because the season started in 21. Super Bowl's in 22. This isn't the 2022 Super Bowl. This is still the 2021. So, we won a Super Bowl in 88, not 89, but the Super Bowl was in 89.
You played the Super Bowl in 89 for the 88 season. Gotcha.
Or it was 80, 82. I can't remember the years all of a sudden. I don't know why I just drew a blank. But yeah, I didn't notice it until somebody made a comment on it. I'm like, wow, our front office, they suck. They're not as bad as Dallas's front office, but we suck. All right. Prediction right now. Who's winning the Super Bowl?
I'm pulling for the Rams, but
okay.
I have a feeling the Bengals are scrappy. I don't know. They've surprised me so many times that they could pull it off. I don't know. The Rams have all the star power. They've got the glitz and the glamour, but the Bengals just keep making things happen. It's just like, what are they doing? So I don't know. I'm pulling for the Rams. I want Matt Stafford to get him one. I do.
I want Stafford to get one too. But
yeah, he's the best quarterback without a Super Bowl. And
is he though?
Next to Dak Prescott. You're right. Next to Dak. But yeah.
Is he though?
Who knows? What do you think? Who do you think got it?
I will see the Rams win. This is like the first Super Bowl in a long time that I could take either one.
Yeah, the Bengals have never won it. They've never won it, so they'll get their first one. And I think Matt Stafford has had the torture of being with the Lions for so long, but still being a quality quarterback.
I think
with a terrible team.
Burrow could be only the third quarterback in NFL history to have won the Heisman, a national title, and a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think he'd be the first quarterback in his second year to win a Super Bowl.
Didn't they say Brady did that? Did Brady do it?
I don't think he won one in his second. In his second year as a starter, Brady did. He would, because he didn't play his rookie year. The Bengals, I think, would be the first team since indoor practice facilities started to win a Super Bowl without having an indoor practice facility.
That's a random stat.
They're the only team in the NFL right now that do not have an indoor practice facility.
Interesting.
And they don't play. I mean, they're not from a warm climate area.
Right.
Ohio's not a nice place in the winter.
Not really. It's not really a nice place in the summer either.
No. But their owner won't build them an indoor practice facility. Like, you guys are good. You can play outside.
Yeah. Keep them outside. It makes them tough, gritty.
You can see how it does. You watch them play.
Look at them. They're scrappy. They're gritty. They get things done.
So, I'm rooting for them. I want to see them win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those games where I've got who I want, but it will be game time, and I'll see who I'm rooting for. Like, I don't know who my heart's gonna be pulling for until that first almost interception. Am I gonna go, oh, or yeah? Who am I gonna be doing that for? That's gonna be the key. And I don't know who that's gonna be for yet. I think the Rams, but it might be the Bengals. I don't know.
And you can't say that the Rams defense will step up and, sack Burrow and rattle him, because I think
Burrow gets sacked all the time.
A lot.
He gets sacked a lot.
I think he's
used to it.
What was it in one of the playoff games? He got sacked like 15 times and still pulled the win off.
Yeah, he's
used to it. Sacky, he's gonna beat you anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game, and we will we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
We gotta wait another week.
It'll be a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, because you know what happens tomorrow night?
NASCAR.
Heck yeah. The Busch Lights clash at the LA Coliseums tomorrow night.
Oh, snap. LA is just back to back to back.
It's the first
playoff. NASCAR, a Super Bowl. It's crazy. These 3 weeks have been crazy for LA.
Random stat. This is the first time that the Clash has ever been held outside of Florida.
Oh, wow.
Ever. Wow. It's the first time in like 50 years that NASCAR's held an event on a track less than a half mile.
Wow.
The track's only a quarter mile in length. Built on a football field. It's in the LA Coliseum.
That's crazy. So they wouldn't even be able to get up to full speed.
Nowhere close. I think they were averaging. I think that I was watching before we started streaming. I was watching a recording of the practice, and the fastest average speed was 60 mile an hour.
That's ridiculously low.
That's and that's average speed. That's not even top. That's
right.
And I think they were doing like 13, 14-second laps.
And how many miles are they driving?
I think they're gonna do 150 laps for the main event.
Oh, that's not bad.
At a quarter mile, that's not gonna take long.
Yeah.
But there's probably gonna be a ton of cautions because they're probably gonna be wrecking, and it's not a very big track, so to pass you might have to move people. So. Hey.
It's gonna be
Hey.
Be less than 45 minutes.
I keep forgetting I'm over here now.
Yeah, we're over here.
Didn't you tell me we had some big breaking news?
We do have some big breaking news. And there's actually a couple different things. I don't know which one's more important.
What do we got?
They're both coming from the UK.
Oh, across the pond.
Yeah, across the pond to our friends over there in Great Britain. So
my favorite friends across the pond.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. You know, we had that little scuffle in 1774, 1776, whatever, and then in 1812 we went at it again. That's ancient history. Ancient. But there's rumors that the Queen is going to be stepping down. She has just celebrated her 70th.
Was she stepping down from?
Queen.
She taking a couple steps down off some stairs?
She might be. I don't know, but she is the longest reigning monarch in British, or maybe in world history. I don't know, 70 years. And so there's rumors that she's going to step down, and Prince Charles is going to be king. And she's already said that if that happens, she hasn't said that she's stepping down. There's rumors that she will, but she said if she does step down, she wants Charles's wife to be titled Queen Consort.
What's it?
It's causing all sorts of controversy. Or, as they say over there, I can't think of what it's called. What do they say? They say it weird. I mean, different.
Yeah, weird.
What do they say? They say it funny. We say controversy. They say something. They say it, but say it different. Okay, moving on from that. Also, the Spice Girls had to delay their reunion tour again, and it might not ever happen.
Would anybody ever?
It's crazy. I was gonna go. If they were gonna come anywhere within 6 hours of us, I would have been there. I would have been spicing up my life. And
there you go.
It might not happen.
I don't think anybody. I know
Sporty Spice and Scary Spice really wanted to happen. Posh, not too interested. She and David Beckham are just living the best life. And,
best life.
You know, if you were with David Beckham, you'd be living your best life. But
so back to the across the pond people.
They're both across the pond. Which ones? The Queen?
Queen,
okay.
Wasn't the prince's wife, isn't she the one that was speaking out against the crown and didn't like the whole king-queen thing? Isn't that Kate? Isn't that her name?
No. That was down the line a little bit. Kate isn't even...
Which
right,
one
Prince Charles' wife. Prince Charles is the old guy. The Queen's son. You're thinking of the Queen's granddaughter-in-law or something.
Oh, I thought they were the next in line.
No, Charles is the next in line, and then his son, William. William, I think, is the one after that. I don't remember the thing, but it's Camilla. She's Prince Charles's wife. They got married in like 2005 or something. But yeah, she's not. That's not Kate Middleton. That's a different person.
Okay, but wasn't Kate the one that was?
I don't know. But Harry and his wife, they just recently like defected to Canada and like gave up all of their royal status. Really? And that's not Kate either. That's the other one. Kate. Okay,
because I know one of the ladies that married in to the family was speaking very heavily against the whole monarchy thing and the way that, which they're
not really a monarchy, really.
Not really, because Parliament really takes care of everything, and they have a. It's not like it used to be. The king and queen don't really have all the power. They have as much power as our president does.
She can literally get away with murder, though. That's a thing.
As you, you're a queen. You should be able to do something.
Yeah, I think that's like her biggest thing.
Doesn't she have to murder at least once every so often just to keep her crown?
I don't know. Maybe she does. And is she a lizard person? Do we want to delve into conspiracies? Like, I don't know. She's been around a long time. Who knows? 70 years as queen. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And she might just be like getting old and it's like, I want to see my son be king. So she might step down just so she can see her son be king. She's got 70 years. Will she make it to 80? Who knows? She's up there in age.
Oh, okay.
She said, and when in the fullness of time my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you've given me. And it is my sincere wish that when that time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service. That's a quote.
So, I know who you're talking about now, because Camilla's his second wife. Because he was married to Prince Diana.
Yes, he was. Until,
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that incident. But, in terms of pop culture breaking news, that's all I got. A couple big stories from the UK.
Yeah, because it says here, Queen Elizabeth confirms she'd like Camilla to be queen once Prince Charles becomes king. This doesn't say anything about the consort part.
Right.
I'm hearing through all my channels.
Right. Your
queen.
Sources are saying
my
queen.
Sources, yeah, all my sources.
Yeah, okay. Your sources might be more accurate than mine. I don't know. This is, like we said, this is breaking news. This is hot off the presses. You guys are.
Problem is, I don't like any of my sources. I trust them. I just don't like them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So.
Moving on. Moving on.
Moving on.
You did it. Moving on. Okay.
I see where you went
there. How young did Kevin Bacon not look in this movie?
Oh my gosh, is this movie rough?
He was starting to look a little like maybe he dabbled in too many hard drugs or something.
Oh gosh, this movie.
Are you hear this?
Huh?
All right, as we were saying,
Kevin Bacon looks so young in this movie.
Not really. Not as young as in Tremors, which we haven't seen yet.
I was sitting there trying to figure out. So the main lady looked so stinking familiar to me, and I was like, I don't know who this lady is. I'll check it after the movie. And then one of the other guys, the dude that had the headphones the whole time, the one that was looking at magazines.
Yeah.
He looked familiar to me. I'm like, I don't know who these two guys are. Where have I seen these two people? She was the main CEO lady in The Boys on Amazon Prime.
yeah. You're right. Okay.
And I'm glad I didn't. She was such an unlikable character in The Boys that I'm glad that I didn't realize who she was till after I watched the movie.
Right. Yeah. Because otherwise, you just like, nope.
And then the guy with the headphones, he was the cop that could hear people's thoughts in Heroes.
I don't think I've ever seen Heroes.
You never watched Heroes?
I don't think so.
Yeah. He looks so young in this movie. They all was this movie not just absolutely horrible?
It was something. It was something.
Is it one that you're like, I'm not ever gonna tell somebody to watch this movie?
Yeah, I definitely would not advise it. Would definitely not advise it.
It is the.
I don't remember it being as bad as it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Like, in every, like I remember watching it as a kid, being like, "Oh, this is pretty cool," but now I'm like, about this one.
I remembered there being a couple male part sections going
right,
on.
I didn't remember that. That's
the parts I'm like, I could remember there being some dong shots.
A little bit.
CGI though, most of it was all
CGI dong. Yeah, exactly.
And then there was a couple, bacon butts.
Oh yeah. Every movie's got to have a bacon butt.
Yeah.
We did Friday the 13th. Did that have a bacon butt in it?
Probably. I don't remember.
I think it did.
But
it did.
It was one of those typical A to B movies. There was no varying time. Like, the story went A to B. Kind of campy. Linear. Told a story. Everybody knew how it was going to end. And it was just like, a lot of science movies do that, where you got some, like, researchers, and they go through the story, and at the end, everyone dies. Spoiler. There's been quite a few movies like that it's just like, why is this going on?
Right.
Because unlike some of the other ones, this one, like, they were already at the end of their research before the movie even started.
Yeah, they've already, like, really succeeded in the big, like, the thing, turning something invisible is huge. They'd already done that. Like, that was, like, ancient history by the time we started watching this. They were, like, trying to figure out how to bring that person back, or animal back.
Yeah.
The gorilla, but, yeah.
And would it surprise you if this was actually something that the government would actually be trying to do? Because in the movie you find out that the government's behind all this research, and you probably know why. They're trying to figure out how to get their soldiers invisible and then to bring them back for espionage stuff.
Absolutely.
So it was interesting. Well, let's roll to Metacritic and see what they have to say.
I bet the critics hated it.
35 critics.
I think they might have got a 35.
You were a little on the high side, actually.
Ooh.
They gave it a 24.
Ooh.
They didn't like it.
Snap. Oh, snap. That's terrible.
So, this is what I like to see right here. 377 users out of 10.
I think the users, it's got the Kevin Bacon effect. 52.
Oh, 5.2, did you say?
Yeah, 5.2.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were. I figured that's
you got it. Yeah,
you were actually really close, but you were on the wrong side. You were on the wrong half of 5. It was a 4.8.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They didn't not like it. They just didn't like it.
Yeah, it's a.
So, critics 2 positive, 10 mixed, 23 negative.
Yeesh.
Users 149 positive, 69 mixed, 159 negative. You beat me to it. I was gonna say it myself, but I was gonna. So.
Do we have any interesting, juicy comments?
Mr. Showbiz gave it a 70 and said, "Filthy fun,
really?
if not much more." This was a critic. That was a critic.
I would not want to hang out with that guy. He sounds like a sleazeball.
The Miami Herald gave it a 50. It simply just says, "Turns resoundingly dumb in its last 40 minutes." The Charlotte Observer gave it a 25, a painful bore.
Ooh.
Baltimore Sun gave it a 25. How can we make the entire movie disappear?
Oh, that's funny. Oh, God.
San Francisco Examiner gave it a 12. A terribly bad movie. One of the worst of its kind in recent years. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to see what freaking Common Sense Media has to say about it.
Not good. Can't be good.
That's funny.
I'm surprised it pulled up on there. I'm surprised I didn't, because I pulled up Common Sense Media and it's like, yeah, you can't do this. You're out of reviews. Give us money or.
I got you.
And I'm surprised I didn't type the movie in and it just said, nope. We didn't review this one. So, let's roll over there and see what they had to say.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what they have to say. All right. M. Faust. I don't know if
haven't
we've
had him yet.
Before.
Nah, yeah, we have. I think I recognize the initial.
Let me see. They have no bio, so I don't know. All we know is that they've been a member since 2008. The end of 2008.
Good on them.
December.
Good on them. Good on them.
So, M. Faust gave it a 1 star for 18 and older. They said, even for mature viewers, this is a flop.
Yeah.
They did not like it.
Yeah, not a good movie.
Parents, based on three reviews, said 2 star for 16 and older. Kids, based on 3 reviews, said 2 star for 17 and older. This could be a first. Have the kids ever gave an older age than the parents on viewing?
The kids are like, no, we should not be watching this movie.
Yeah, the kids are like, oh, no. Not the 16-year-old's like, no, it's too much for me.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree. Like I said,
I would suggest me at 38 watching this movie.
I'm not one to give 5s, but I was like, man, there's a lot of these categories I want to give some 5s.
And not the good ones.
Right. Positive role models? Not really.
No.
All right, so let's go on. Positive messages. Oh, okay. Positive messages. What do you think?
Not present.
Not present, but clickable.
Ooh.
The click, a graphic, dirty joke.
What?
A graphic, dirty joke. That's all it says in positive messages.
I think it's the Superman one.
I don't know. There is not even a positive role model category.
There's not one in the movie.
It's not even in there. This is crazy. Violence. What do you think about violence?
Let's give it a 4.
Right? A 4, a 4.3.
The mouse at the very beginning that kind of... Is that not graphic?
Yeah. Faust gave it a 5.
Wow.
They said what?
I can't fully disagree. I just wasn't gonna give it a. Right. I don't like giving violence. Because I've seen more violence.
5s or stuff, right? It's hard to get 5s, but
I've seen stuff that's worse than it.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Absolutely. It wasn't. Go on.
Yeah. Constant violence, including a half-dozen gruesome murders, a rape, and 2 scenes in which animals are brutally killed. The gratuitous killings of 2 lab animals are particularly upsetting. So
yeah, there was the dog as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Sex.
All of it.
Like I said, it would be
I'd give it a 5.
It would be a 4 point something.
I'd give it a full 5.
They gave it a 5.
Yeah, that's a full 5. Because
I gave it a 5.
Because I'm putting the nudity in there with that part. Because I guess that's what they're also saying, and there was all the way throughout.
Right. There was a lot of bad stuff too, non-consensual stuff. So I could see it being a 5.
Yeah.
I
gave it a 5.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that at all. The main character uses his invisibility to grope a sleeping coworker's breast, spy on another in the bathroom, and rape a neighbor who has been undressing in front of his window. There are several sex scenes and a dirty joke is told. We see both male and female nudity.
Yep.
So, language.
4.
It would be a 4 something in my book. Faust gave it a 5.
Because it wasn't like over the top language.
He said the F word a lot.
I mean,
and it was a lot of angry use of cuss words too.
Yeah,
a lot of angry cuss
words. But I've heard more. I've heard worse.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah.
It was a rated R. What do you? I mean, it would have got an R. Yeah. Go on.
Faust says heavy. Pretty much every word you wouldn't want kids to repeat is used several times. So.
Yeah. At least not your kids. It's funny when it's somebody else's kids.
Consumerism. How about this one? Consumerism. What do you think?
Can we give it a 2?
I would have given it a 1 or a 2, based on Coke and Porsche. And
yeah, I was gonna say Porsche. Yeah.
There was something else in there that was pretty obvious, and I can't think of it right now. There was a third thing. I wrote 3 things down. Faust said not present. I guess they didn't see any of it. I don't
like these people.
They didn't see any of it. Drinking, drugs, and smoking. What do you think?
I don't remember seeing a whole lot.
I'm thinking like the general might have been doing something.
He was drinking some scotch. Scotch. Give it a 2.
Faust gave it a 3. Said brief, smoking, and drinking. I don't know that would have been a 3's worth.
No.
But
I'd have given it a 2.
And that's it. That's all. Just a whole bunch of high numbers.
Well,
and like high numbers in the bad categories, low numbers in the good categories.
It wasn't a good movie in multiple areas.
Parents need to know.
No, go on.
Parents need to know that even if they customarily take their teens to R-rated movies, they should think twice about letting kids see this one. Strong, pervasive scenes of violence, gruesome horror, and adult sexuality makes this inappropriate for all but the most mature viewers. And maybe even for those most mature viewers. Like I said, wouldn't recommend you watching this.
No. I don't remember it being that bad when I watched it originally.
Maybe when we were teenagers, we were like, ooh.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, the special effects were cool when they were phasing in and out. They
were actually pretty good for when did this movie come out?
2000.
2000. So.
I mean, the acting wasn't bad. The writing was garbage. I mean, just not a great movie. So,
their editors recommend watching Jaws if that's, they said 70s classic horror tales still scary as ever. That might be something to think about in the weeks to come.
What do we want to start the season off with? I had some ideas for one, but
yeah, what are you thinking?
I can't find the copy of the one I really want to watch. Now I can't remember the other one that I was.
Well, we've got a couple weeks to find it because we usually take a week off.
Yeah.
So, have we discussed anything? I'm trying to think of if there was something. I thought we did. Maybe we did.
Oh, I know. There is a movie I want to. In lieu of the Super Bowl next week, I do know that we're taking next week off, which gives me more time to watch the movie, which that one's not available on anything. Hold on, give me one quick second.
Okay.
Trying to find a movie that is on a streaming service. Oh, that one's so. Have you seen? And I know you've probably seen it because you're a man of culture and you watch all sorts of. Let's watch. Everybody, watch Remember the Titans. It's on Disney Plus.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Great movie. Absolutely.
Because it's Super Bowl week.
Yeah.
We'll be taking that weekend off, which actually makes it perfect sense. We timed this. We did this on purpose. But we'll come back in 2 weeks, and we will talk about Denzel Washington and Remember the Titans. Probably one of my favorite football movies. I was going to bring up The Program, which is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Never even heard of it. The Program?
The Program. You've never heard of The Program?
Never even heard of this movie. And it's one of your all-time favorites?
It's probably one of my favorite. It came out in 93.
Interesting. Okay. Who was in this movie?
James.
Breaking sports news. The U.S. has a medal. I don't know in what, but they got a silver medal in something. So.
All
right. Go to The Program. What are we talking about? Program.
James Caan. It's a football movie.
Okay.
Let me get a college football coach under pressure to produce a winning season looks the other way at his players' excesses. Got Omar Epps, Halle Berry. It was made in 93. It's a college football movie. Really good movie.
I'll have to check it out.
We may have to promise an oath on this one to watch it.
Right.
I'd say we got 2 weeks.
We want to do. Do you want to do The Program, or do you want to
do both of them? Officially, Remember the Titans. But
all right, but if
The Program as well.
Okay, well that'll be like a if we can. Snowboarding, women's Olympic slope style. Julia Marino.
Nice.
Second place. Congratulations, Julia. USA.
Well done to you.
But okay, so Remember the Titans.
And
The Program.
And in kind of a after hours talk here, we've gone through everything else. We talked the movie. I've decided I've been going back through and watching old Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
They've got all 47 seasons on Peacock TV.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I am about 10 episodes into season 1 from 1975.
Okay.
My goodness, is that show rough. I didn't realize how many musical acts they put into those episodes early on.
Right.
The second or third episode had
who are some of the original cast? It's like Chevy Chase.
Yeah, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, Gilda Redner, which I read she passed away in '89.
Oh wow!
But she was everybody sees her as like everybody aspires to be her kind of when they get into SNL, because she was the first cast member to ever appear in SNL. She was in the first skit.
Was Steve Martin in that first crew? No. Wow.
But Simon and Garfunkel are in episode 2.
Oh.
And it's I guess they had already split by that time. They weren't together. They were doing separate stuff. And the one guy was the musical act. I think it was Garfunkel was the I think I get in the right group here. And the whole episode is him singing. There's like a few hit and miss skits in between, and he'll do an act, and the other half of Simon and Garfunkel come up and they do a reunion song, and then the other guy sings a song, then they do a short skit, and then they start singing some more. It's like, what is going on here? So sometimes I like watching some of those old skit shows, and you really see how far comedy has gone. Even going from 75 to in the 90s, when I watched a lot of comedy, my formative years. And now into now going, you can't say that anymore.
Right? It's got to be rough.
But
it's a different time.
It was a different time. It was. Hey, you want to call this quits for the day? Hey, I want to hear how we're doing in audio.
Oh, you want some audio stuff?
Yeah, we haven't heard, at least for a week, I haven't heard audio stuff. I don't even know if you mentioned it last week.
I don't think I did. We are sitting at 96% of our listeners are from the U.S., 4% are from Germany. We've got like maybe one in Honduras and one in Iran. Of our U.S. listeners, 29% are in Washington, 20% are in Virginia, 18% are in Texas, 10% are from here in Oklahoma, which is surprising. You would think that would be where a bulk of our people are. I don't know.
Nobody here likes
Ohio and Missouri are at 6%, Iowa 5%, Arizona 3%, New York 2%, and then we have some pidlins from Massachusetts, Wisconsin, California, and Illinois.
Keep it up. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Seems like we're getting more. Seems like we're getting more views and listens traction on the other side of the world. So, or on the audio side of the world.
And I'll share this with you. Hold on 1 second, so you can see this.
Whoa.
We are missing out a bunch. There's a lot of places that are at 0% over here. Mercury 0%.
God dang it.
Venus 0. Mars 0. Jupiter 0. Saturn 0. Uranus 0.
Whoa.
Surprising. Neptune and Pluto are both 0. So that's kind of rough.
I expected something from at least Pluto and Uranus.
Right. Washington, Seattle. That's all of our listeners are from Seattle in Washington.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Virginia, Washington, Virginia. 82% are from Washington, Virginia, and 18% are from Ashburn. I didn't even know Ashburn or Washington were places.
Oh, I've heard of Ashburn, Virginia.
Texas, we got some Dallas, some Garland, and some Skeet.
Yep, I've been to at least most of those.
Oklahoma, Claremore, Pryor, OKC, and Fort Gibson. So
I've been to most of those.
Everybody else is less than 10%. So anyway, that's some of our analytics. 46% are Apple people, 19% are Spotify, 10% listen to us through web browsers, and 25% our listeners listen through other things.
Nice.
96% male, 69% geekity are between 28 and 34 years old.
As it should be.
35 to 44-year-olds are 25%. Nobody under 18 listens to us. It's 4% are 18 to 22, 23 to 27 is 1%.
Like it.
45 to 59 are 1%, and nobody 60 and older. So
I rate this show 19 4 stars.
Our listeners are between 18 and 59. That's it. Nobody younger, nobody older. Right there, that sweet spot.
I like it. I can live with it.
Yeah.
Because you know why I can live with it? Because we've got listeners.
Hey, we'll
take what we can get.
We will take it.
So Hey, if you did listen, rate on your whatever. Rate us.
Yeah.
Like us. Subscribe us. Comment us. If we get comments, if we get anything, we'll read them.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll comment back. And we'll mention them on this show. Not this show, but the next show we do.
Well, yeah, the show, just not this episode.
Exactly. And hey, guess what? I think we're done.
We're done. Wow, that's awesome.
And
Sorry for the hiccup at the beginning. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Even after I unmuted us, nobody could hear us. So, what is going on? What are you showing me?
Hey, Austin.
What is going on right now?
Hey, Austin.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
I said bye.
Oh, are we leaving? Bye.
I said bye.
Okay.
Tried something new. And we're done.